Well, Christmas came early this year, except it's not Christmas, and it's not Santa that dropped this off, it was the guy from FedEx. And I bought it myself. I got myself a little gift, pretty damn expensive one at that, I must add. This arrived straight from China, and when I mean straight, I mean a maze of paperwork and customs and emails back and forth, and it's a bit of a headache, but that's the thing with new releases. They don't really have these in stock in Europe nor the United States, so odds are you're gonna get it straight, fresh from the factory. It'll probably have the whole factory smell to it as well, but you gotta get ready for the whole customs clearance hassle thing to deal with. But that's pretty cool because you do end up avoiding the middleman. So, you know, whatever issues you have with the product, later on if you have warranty issues, then you can just go straight to Insta360 to deal with them straight, and you don't have to go to your reseller or anything like that. Now, I am a bit late to the X5 review scene, and what I mean by that is that a bunch of other content creators have received this camera to do videos and promo videos on before it was even released, so they can do unbiased, unsponsored reviews with the Insta360 X5, so people can have a better idea after it's released, and they can already check reviews on YouTube so they can have a better idea on what they're gonna expect if they will buy the camera. So, given that I've spent my money on this, I can actually give you an unbiased review because I will not get beef with Insta360 on it. Mind you, I have done a general affiliate partnership with Insta360, but that just means that if you are going to use the link in the description, I will just get a small commission from the sales generated, whether it's you buying the X5 or any other product. With some of the other products, you end up getting some free gifts as well, such as like a selfie stick or a screen protector or something like that. It's not the case for the X5 just yet. Probably later on, when sales will die down a bit, they will then incentivize people to use the affiliate link, so they will gift away selfie sticks and all that. I am Nimrod. Welcome to Ride with Nimrod, a channel where I mostly do motorcycle reviews as well as gear reviews, stuff that I actually use and I can give you my opinion on. So if you'd like to see similar content in the future, I'd kindly ask you to tap the like button, subscribe to the channel as well, and without any further ado, let's unbox this baby. So let's see what we actually got. Right, I blurred everything out so you do not see my address and all that. On the back, we've got some invoice stuff, and besides that, we just have a box, which we'll have to cut on the side here, I think. Yep. There we go. And yeah, just kind of like that. So, first out of the box is the Insta360 X5. Now, I am really excited to see this. I mainly just got the main camera without actually getting any bundles because there was no point in getting it. I already own the X4 where I got the motorcycle bundle, so I already have a motorcycle mount, a selfie stick, and a bunch of other stuff I got from AliExpress as well to kind of have multiple mounting points onto the motorcycle with, or other stuff that I use the camera with. So this is the first thing that we got. And then the other thing we got in here is the lens protector. So regardless, one of the biggest upgrades that this camera actually has is the fact that you can remove the lens from, well, the main lens of the camera, something you couldn't do with any of the previous models so far. Let's just shove this away so we can get it out of the way. I think this is pretty self-understanding. It is like the lens protector that you would get with the X4 as well. So I'm gonna put that off to the side as well. And yeah, as I was saying, you can remove the main camera. Regardless, I still wanted to get the screen protector because I'm using it with the motorcycle. Even if you're not gonna get rocks or anything hitting the main lens, I actually ended up scraping the lens of my X4 whilst doing some shots on the ground, and it actually touched the asphalt. Don't know if you can see that. I can't find the actual scrape. Oh yeah, there you go. It's right here on the back. I don't know if you can see it. It's somewhere on top there. Regardless, I still have to change these. I got some generic not screen protectors, lens protectors, and they ended up being pretty bad. And I always put the camera back inside one of these pouches, so I make sure not to scratch even the lens protectors themselves. But the fact that the main lens is also interchangeable, I know that there's like some $30-something or $40-something tool that you can get from the Insta360 website, which will allow you to remove the main lens. That is like $30-something per lens, by the way, so keep that in mind as well. It can be a bit costly, hence I highly recommend for you to still use a lens protector as well. Also the reason why I got one myself, because it's better to just get a $10-15 lens protector instead of having to spend maybe 30-40 bucks on the main lens. Some people say that it's better to just use the main lens. However, I mean, I've been using the lens protector and it has helped me. Like, the lens protector won't ruin the quality of your video, not as much as bugs being stuck on your lenses, as something that you will often get with motorcycles. So yeah, let's move on to actually unboxing the camera itself. It is wrapped in plastic, so we are gonna kind of go with the ASMR stuff. That is a bit satisfying. Pretty expensive gift, like even with just the camera itself without a bundle, the camera still ended up costing me like 700 euros, which is a bit on the steep side, I guess, but it is a 360 camera. So it was the same with the X4 last year. With the motorcycle bundle, I can't remember how much it was. You can just go straight on their website, check out the bundles that they have. And, right. Okay, we've got the magnetic thing going on here, which is quite nice. And yeah, let's see. There we go. That is a very nice looking camera. So first impression, as I take it out of the box, it really reminds me of the X4. It is not much different from the X4 itself. The two cameras look really similar. The whole heat dissipating pattern that we had on the X4 is now kind of, I mean, you've seen photos of the camera itself, so odds are you have an idea of what it looks like. It's pretty much the same size. God, I feel like it's a bit of a rip-off in the sense that it feels like I just got the exact same camera. But I know for a fact that this thing has like a foam on the microphone as well, which will protect it from the wind. However, I still use a lav mic inside my helmet, which is led into a Zoom H5N, so this doesn't really affect my kind of content creation thing. But if it's something that will provide peace of mind to any user, then yeah, just know that you have that. Like the Ace Pro 2 already had the whole foam protector thing on the microphone. And I don't really want to put this down in a weird way. I'll just kind of put it on its legs and we'll continue kind of to check what else is in the box. I don't think we can do anything here. That's just like extra protection. There is an extra box that we got here. It feels like a lens wipe or something. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You got a nice quality box and you're gonna, I don't know, maybe if you want to resell your camera later on, then yeah, you can use that. We'll chuck that to the side. Yeah, Insta360, think bold. Yeah, it's got some video tutorial, Insta360 app stuff. But yeah, let's open it up. See what else we got in here. I don't know what this is. I wasn't ready for this. Bit of a booklet, I guess. Flexi care, this type of stuff. You can kind of, and we got the silica gel thing, which will absorb humidity. We'll put this to the side. Flexi care, they advertise this. If your camera gets damaged, they will replace it. It's an extended warranty type of thing, I think, but I don't think I'll be using it. I generally like to take care of my stuff, so if I end up breaking it, I will pay for it, I guess. Let's see what we got here. I know why I'm so careful with the plastic bag, right? I can just rip this open like so. Oh, we got another extra pouch, which is pretty much the same as the pouch I have with the X4. That's nice. It's a nice touch. Now I can keep the X4 in the pouch as well. I can't remember, did I actually get that with the camera or was it included in the bundle? Can't remember if I got it off of AliExpress. Honestly, can't remember. In the pouch, we still have an extra Insta360 USB-C to USB-C cable, something that's really useful for data transfer as well as charging the thing as well. Now, I haven't gotten any extra batteries for the X4 because I ended up, the battery surprisingly lasted me quite a bit, like when I actually needed it to. And occasionally I would charge it on the go as well because it's got the whole 360 thing going on. If you plug in the cable into the side, then it will actually not be visible when you're filming with it. So if you're doing a POV shot as well, the cable is not visible on the side. Now for POV shots, this thing is a bit weird looking because you have it upright in front of your face, but I've gotten so used to it that now it would be weird to put like something like an Ace Pro or a GoPro up there. So USB-C to USB-C, it's thick, which makes it definitely feel more like it's more durable, higher quality, or it actually has better data transfer abilities. I have no idea, like I'm not that much of a technical guy, I just do my basic research. We got a bit of a lens wipe here as well, which will come in handy, I guess, especially as I do motor rides. But for added safety, whenever I actually have to wipe the lenses of the camera, I opt to using something like these alcoholic things that I use for my glasses as well. So alcohol wipes. Right, so we actually ended up unboxing the camera itself. I haven't taken off any of the lens protectors or screen protectors either. I wanted to check if it's the same size of a screen that the X4 has. It seems to be the same, and the reason I'm checking is because I have some extra screen protectors that I got for the X4, and I'll probably end up just using those on the X5 as well. I will want to check the lens protector as well, how it actually ends up going on there, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty much the same design. So yeah, we got the two cameras. So why did I upgrade from the X4 to the X5? Besides the whole specs that it's supposed to have, better resolution and all that stuff, and more AI capabilities, abilities, whatever. I was more curious about the low light setting shots. The ones I've seen on the Ace Pro 2 really impressed me, and I actually was gonna get the Ace Pro 2 instead. But since I actually waited, the X5 came out and I ended up just opting for the X5. I was already happy with the X4. It was a logical step up to actually just get the X5 as a next step. If you are going to be buying one of these cameras, I recommend for you to get an Insta360 memory card for it as well, which is good they are the best in terms of speed, I guess. You can have the assurance that they are the actual memory card that you are buying, because there are a lot of generic cards out there that have like the Kingston label on there, which are actually fakes. I've seen people complaining about this online. I haven't had this issue since I actually ended up getting the Insta360 memory card for the X4, which I will now be using with the X5. I'm not sure if I will be reselling the X4 or I'll use the two cameras at the same time. Obviously, it would be nice to actually have like an action camera on the one hand and then have a 360 camera running at the same time. But then I'll compromise on the quality because the X5 is going to be the better camera. So if I'm going to use this for POV, I'll probably end up using the 360 shots from the X5. We'll see. We'll figure this out. So the question is, if you've got the X4, should you upgrade to the X5? It's really up to you. Like if you are doing motorcycle content and you want the quality of your footage to be the best as possible, then it's no brainer. I highly recommend for you to upgrade. If you have the budget for it, then it's a no brainer. Definitely get the best there is. If you don't have an X4, then should you get the X4 or the X5? Well, it really depends. If you don't have any experience with Insta360s, then it's up to your budget. I'd say the X4 does a really awesome job as well. If you are going to be filming at night or in low light settings, then the X5 will help you get better footage for your motovlog. One thing definitely worth pointing out, like whatever you're going to film with the Insta360, whether it's 360 footage or POV shots, you are probably going to be editing them in the Insta360 Studio app. You can actually do that on your phone as well. I've done it on my phone in the beginning, but since I've got into content creation, I ended up doing the editing on my PC, which definitely makes it a lot easier. I obviously have better visuals of what's happening on camera. I can better reframe it, and I'm someone who really hates editing. I'm very short-tempered. If I can't find something, or if something's not working the way I expect it to, I will get pissed and I will start cursing. So welcome to my world. So if you're a motorcycle content creator such as myself, you're probably gonna opt for the motorcycle bundle, which comes with one of these motorcycle mounts, which you can mount onto a crash bar or a luggage rack, the frame of the motorcycle, the handlebar, whatever works for you. You just got to be careful not to over tighten it, because it will take off some of the paint. If you are putting it on the crash bar, you're gonna have the mishap that has happened to me as well. I've kind of tightened it too much on the crash bar and it kind of chipped some of the paint off. Not noticeable, but I gotta pay attention for rust not to form on there. I gotta kind of extra clean it or pay closer attention to avoid the whole rust thing happening. What I recommend is something that does not come with the motorcycle bundle, is to get one of these mounts off of AliExpress as well. These are insanely cheap and they are like super flexible. And the whole logic behind it is to have at least 2 mounting points onto your motorcycle with, or whatever you're going to use it with, maybe your bicycle as well, because you're actually going to have a much more fixed point instead of just over tightening the main mount. No matter how hard you're going to tighten that, odds are it's still not going to stay fixed. If you are going to ride a bit off-road, or if the road gets a bit wavy, wobbly, whatever, you will find that the rod, the selfie stick, will kind of bend downward. So just get one of these. These are cheap. I've linked them into the description as well. You can get them from AliExpress, Temu, whatever. Prices do vary, they do change, and these are, well, they articulate like crazy. It's like you can use them in really awkward positions, and I've kind of gotten all the experience with it, and yeah, highly recommend it. Yeah, the other thing that comes with the motorcycle bundle is the selfie stick, which is the original Insta360 Action Invisible selfie stick. It's you can pull it out and it gets really pretty long. I don't even know what length this is, but it's long. It was more than enough for me, so I'll still end up using the same thing with the X5. So these are the stuff that I'm going to use with the X5 as well. Now, obviously, since we've just opened this up, I can't offer you kind of an opinion as to what it feels like. I'll want to compare footage of the X4 with the X5 to see if I can actually see some noticeable differences myself, or it's pretty much just the name that's different. But you can kind of see the design as well. Like it does seem like the X5 is a bit thicker or thinner. I've honestly no idea. I honestly can't tell. If I look at them from the side, I can't even tell which one's which, besides the fact that actually this one doesn't have the screen protector yet. Which reminds me, let's put on the screen protector as well. Standard lens guard unboxing. Bit annoying. So yeah, what do we have here? If you have an idea on how to do them, then yeah, you can actually do them more elegantly than I am. So before actually unpacking that, we are going to take off these lens protector foils, plastic wraps, whatever they are. A bit of ASMR. And the other one, I have nothing to hold on to. I have nothing to grab it by, and it is, I obviously don't want to get it dirty. There we go. That worked. So I'll put the X4 to the side a bit. You can't really tell from the video, but it does feel nice. These are super clean right now. They will not stay as clean as they are now after the first session, but yeah, they snap on the same way as they do on the X4, so nothing new there. These are annoying to actually unwrap, undo, but yeah. Just because I don't want to get any fingerprints on them, that's why it's difficult, so especially not on the inside. Either way, it's only a matter of time before I actually get it dirty, but obviously I want to delay that. Yep, there we go. So with the standard lens guard on there, these kind of look the same. I honestly, it's not that I can't tell the difference whatsoever. If I'm looking at them from the side, obviously, like, The microphone mount and the battery, well, the buttons for, well, the on-off switch are, they're pretty close. They're similar. Either way, I don't know if I was expecting it to be different besides the design. But yeah, some people were complaining about these overheating. I kind of want to point out that I never had overheating issues, even though I have filmed with 8K quality at 60 frames per second and all that. And it did get warmer, but it never really got hot. Not hot enough for it to actually switch off. So yeah, there you go, an honest opinion on the camera itself, because I'm not going to complain about the whole overheating situation. So something I forgot to talk about, and it kind of goes with why I actually went for this camera and not something like a GoPro. And I'm going to go into a bit of a rant here because I have a history with GoPro as well. I've been using their cameras roughly around 2013 to 2016, roughly around there. I actually own the Hero 3, the Hero 4, as well as the Hero Session. I've overall been happy with the cameras back then, but I was such a fanboy of GoPros since they actually had the cool ads with the good music and all that. I got into the cult of kind of following. I've fallen for GoPro. I was emotionally invested into the company, and not just emotionally. I ended up actually buying stock of GoPro, and I actually ended up buying it around $55, after which I think it went up to $60, but that was kind of the top, and afterwards it just kept dropping. I ended up selling the stock at like $12, but nowadays, I don't even know, last time I checked, it was somewhere under $5, and I know where the company is gonna go. Obviously, they can still do the cameras. They're not like the super rich company that they used to be. And I haven't heard too many good things about the cameras either. They are really good in terms of quality, but they are pretty glitchy. I've heard that they get stuck. I heard that you can actually, it's not too rare to lose footage with the cameras. So obviously, with the idea of wanting to avoid that, I actually ended up getting the Insta360 X4 last year, which was my first Insta360 camera. But needless to say, I was happy with the company, I was happy with the product, I was happy with the quality of the videos, as well as the way I can actually use this camera. Super practical for POV action shots as well. The 360 shots are really cool. I've even ended up scratching it because I've really used this camera. I'll try to do a better job at protecting the X5 in the future, because I have some experience with the X4 already. Also because I have the extra kind of mount as well. The odds of me kind of dropping the camera are a lot lower to scrape the asphalt with. But yeah, again, this is the reason why I opted for Insta360 instead of GoPro. Now I can't give you an idea as to why I opted for the 360 instead of DJI. I've heard that those cameras are pretty good as well. I'm not gonna bash any of the other brands besides GoPro because I have the beef with them. So we've done the unboxing video. I've given you my opinion on the camera. I've given you the reason why I actually upgraded from the X4 to the X5, why I opted for Insta360 versus GoPro or a DJI somewhat. I've given you more or less an opinion and my experience with the X4. I'm guessing my X5 experience is going to be somewhat similar. I do expect somewhat of better quality from the camera, but make sure to tap the like button and subscribe to the channel if you will actually want to see a proper review of the camera. I will take this out later today. I will charge it up. I'll take it out to the local motocross track, have some of the kids test it as well. I'll mount it onto their motorcycles. I'll do POV shots with my adventure motorcycle as well, with my Husqvarna Norden 901. All right, so these are videos that I've made later on in the day, just going out to the track, starting off with a buddy of mine, just riding into the sunset, wanting to see how the camera handles the lighting situation as well. These are with the most basic settings of the camera. Everything is set to auto. I really just wanted to see how it handles everything. I'm not a professional videographer. I can't deal with all the settings. I just rather have the camera deal with all of it, or as much as it can. I've then strapped the camera onto a motocross bike out on the motocross track, and yeah, right, I know it's a brand new camera. What could go wrong, right, if you strap it onto a motocross bike? But luckily, yeah, Eric did 3 laps and the camera held up really well, probably because of that extra AliExpress mount. And yeah, cool jump here. Hey, Eric. And overall, I was just surprised like how well the camera actually picked up the colors and everything. Everything was just so vibrant, so much more vibrant relative to the X4. I really wasn't expecting this much of a change in comparison to the X4, and I can really notice it. And overall, I can just say that it's worth the upgrade just because of these day shots that we could get. And then later on, after the motocross track, I was just waiting for it to get dark so I can pick up like some of the low light situations that we can get. And here I already had my headlights on, and you can see the cars have the headlights on, but yeah, I was already a bit tired. Just, yeah, made my way home and figured I'll just do some shots in the backyard. And Max was excited, like my dog was excited, and we just played around a bit in the front yard. And you can still see like the colors are all like really vibrant, and this was already at the dusk. I can't remember what time it was, but later on I went out with the camera at like 1 a.m. and I still had my garden lights out here, and those are like the most realistic low light situations you will get. Like you will be in town or something, you will still have some light out there. But yeah, just for the sake of testing it, I switched off the garden lights, and it was pitch black. We just had the accent lights on the fence and some of the other lights, and overall it behaved super well. Like you can tell what the quality is like, and yeah, I'm honestly super happy with the camera, and I do not regret upgrading from the X4 to the X5. If you want to see some cool content that I've shot with the Insta360 X4 as well, make sure to check out my earlier video on the Husqvarna Norden 901 Expedition. It is a pretty long video, but it is supposed to be pretty entertaining, especially if you are into motorcycles and you want to get also an honest review about the motorcycle. Make sure to check that video out. But again, I will upload an honest review of the Insta360 X5 later on, as soon as I've managed to get some footage with the camera. So thank you for sticking around, and I hope to see you guys again on the channel.